So then after that, we then got another trailer here, a CG trailer that if you follow leaks, you knew what it was from the start. But even still, this trailer kind of took its time to get to the point. That being,
Yeah, I think you said you knew what it was from the start. I certainly didn't. Most people certainly did not, based off the all but the last 2 seconds of the trailer. Um,
I knew what it was. Like as soon as it started with all the rumors and everything, Metal Gear
oh,
Solid.
really?
Yep, Metal
Because
Gear.
I mean, it wasn't just me. Like, there's kind of funny dudes. Like, everybody was, I think, pretty fooled by that trailer. Like, they did not realize it till the very last minute.
Nah, I was so positive. I was so positive. I was like, all right, we're in a forest here, okay, and like we're following these things. And I was like, I bet this is Metal Gear Solid because I knew Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. It takes place in this jungle and all. So I was like, just the way the trailer was going, I was like, bet money this is Snake Eater. Like, so confident of it. We're just waiting on the snake reveal. And at the end, we get the reveal of not even Snake, Big Boss. My bad. Big
You
Boss
were
just coming on out into the moonlight.
you were right about that, but I was right about the naming of this, and I'm
Yes,
very
you
and like
were.
how they were gonna proceed with it. And listen, folks, I fucking told you. You heard all those leaks. Jeff Grubb was right about that, but you weren't right about the naming of it. Jeff Grubb. Guess who was? And it made too much sense. It's almost one of those things being a casual and not having played the Metal Gear series, which I'm definitely going through these ports. I'm stoked about that. I don't want to have to
Yes.
bust out. I love retro games, but I also love it to collect it. I honestly just want to be able to play everything on my PS5.
Yes. I'm very happy
So
about
like
that
the
as
fact I don't
well.
have to bust out the fucking PS3 to play Metal Gear Solid 1, sick. Like I can't, and it's physical. Hell yeah, let's go. Um,
Yes.
but like being casual, but knowing just enough that like three is technically one, but that's not how it works, blah blah blah. And the second I heard that the remaster was gonna be three at first, I was like, no, they're not keeping the name three. That makes zero fucking sense. And like, but nobody was talking about it, and that's where I saw that moment. I was like, balls on the table here. This is what they're gonna do,
Yep.
and sure as shit, I was right, baby.
The
That
name
got
of
the
the
biggest
game.
pop for me being right.
Yep. The
I
name
was
of the.
excited about it, and I was like, yeah. And I thought this is the moment the show turns around, and we get a bunch of cool Sony first party stuff. I was
but
very
no.
wrong about that, folks.
The name of this remake, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. And Konami says it is, quote, a faithful recreation of the original story and game design while evolving the gameplay with stunning visuals and a seamless user experience. It's a next gen only game, or new gen only, I should say. So PS5, Series XS, PC. The original games trilogy, as you said, it's coming to PS5 this year, most likely Xbox as well. So Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. It's as it took like people have to do some digging, but it's basically ports of the HD versions of those games. I don't think it's like a new remaster of them, based off of what I've read and my understanding. Which some people might have been a bit disappointed by, but hey, you're getting the original trilogy on modern consoles. Okay, you gotta
Yeah,
take the wins you can get when it comes to Metal Gear Solid right
I also think it's wild that PS3 cell architecture has everyone in a stranglehold because no Metal Gear Solid 4 confirmed. It's like,
now.
holy shit, is this game really going to be locked to the PS3?
You know what I'll say though? I saw this recent era thread before the showcase happened. It was actually about this, like, oh, I wonder if like Metal Gear Solid 4 will ever come. And in the thread, I mean, grant this is just one thread, but I saw a whole lot of people saying, like, honestly, fam, like you can keep it there because like most of that game is like cutscenes anyway, and that's kind of like people are also like the story there wasn't even all that great, kind of went off the rails and stuff. So like honestly, I don't care too much if it comes or not. It'd be nice to have it all in one place, but like it is what it is to be quite fair. Uh, that's just one perspective on things, but
Yeah.
it's cool. It's still cool nonetheless that we're getting the trilogy and then this remake as well. And I think they also said that the original voice actors are coming back as well, so
Yeah,
people are
Hater
happy
was, I
about that
think,
with David Hayter.
yeah, I think he was confirmed first for Big Boss. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like how on Twitter, under like every post Konami's put up about it, Jeff Keighley's been there just like, who made the game? Who's the team making the game?
I didn't know he was
Who's
doing
the
that, but that's
he,
funny.
he's done that, and it's just like Konami's just like nope. And honestly, after you had said your prediction about the number not being in it, I thought to myself, I was like, what if they're taking the number out? and replacing with something else so that they don't have to give him like full proper credits.
Ooh, didn't even think about that. But that's, I mean, probably a good, might be a good point.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
possible because they say Delta. They did Delta because like Delta represents some sort of change or something like that. That was they said that was the reason for behind Delta being the name. But honestly, I was like, I wonder if they're trying to like somehow get around giving him full proper credits because they're like, oh nope, 3 isn't in the name. It's just Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater, not 3 Snake Eater. Although everything else is Kojima. I wonder. I wonder. Might be conspiracy theory thoughts, but just
Yeah. I mean, them starting off here is just like an interesting, like I thought that was evident that there was going to be some change instead of going the original plot lines route. So or not plot line, but release date, because obviously 3 was always plot line wise, technically ended up being always the first.
yeah,
It'll be interesting though. I'm super stoked to play the original trilogy this
yes.
fall, and I'm curious when this game will actually release. What we got would indicate maybe that it's not coming anytime soon, but also now that it's confirmed on Xbox, I would be surprised that it's potentially on Xbox, but I wouldn't be surprised if Keeley gets it for Summer Games Fest. But then again, I don't know if it's against Kojima. It's like it's interesting.
He would never do that because he has too much loyalty to Kojima. I don't even think he tweeted about this announcement like he did all the others during the showcase.
That maybe it's so here's the thing. If it's not somewhere else in the next couple weeks, it's a long way out, would be my prediction. If it's somewhere else and Sony was like, well, if we don't get exclusivity, we want the announcement, I could see that. And then like the gameplay trailer, or like I could see Konami kind of working with it, like, listen, it's gonna be multi-platform, and they even let Sony pick, like, well, would you rather hold off and get the gameplay, or would you rather go first and get the announcement? And Sony being like, we'll take the announcement because that's
Yeah,
got more of the fervor and the excitement around it potentially. Um, Even though obviously the gameplay is more substantial of what it looks like, but who knows?
yeah,
I also wouldn't be surprised if we're not getting this game till fucking 2026.
yeah. I mean they released in-game screenshots of it, so I mean there is a game there in some capacity right now. I mean I'm betting 2025 probably. That just seems likely in my head. Um,
2024
2024
doesn't
could
seem
be
crazy.
yeah, it
Yeah.
doesn't. It could very well happen. I'm just saying 2025 to be safe. I think that's a safe bet right there. 2025.
I think the ports are obviously confirmation that it ain't this year. Um,
Yes.
but because like why else would, because if it was gonna be this year, you have to release the ports would be more of like a shadow drop. Um, but the fact that not only are the ports coming this year, they're taking the time to physically print those bad boys. Um,
Mm,
Means that like yes, this it was all kind of like pre thought out. And I take that as next year, most likely, but I could see 2025 or like I mean I wouldn't be surprised if this shit is far as hell out.
yeah.